Joined now by the quarterback, LT, Justin Herbert. And Justin, I want to go back to Sunday because you had SoFi Stadium with the fans in there for the first time, about 30,000 people out. Give us an idea of what you were going through, because it looked like it was pretty darn competitive out there, and the idea that you had some noise in the stadium as well when you were throwing those touchdown passes.
Well, it was awesome. It was good to be back out in SoFi Stadium, especially with some fans, and just an opportunity to go out there, play football, to get better, to compete, have fun. The defense showed up, and we had some good plays and some bad plays, but a lot of film to watch, and I think that's the most important part.
I've heard a lot of players describe last year like, man, it was like a scrimmage every week. And so obviously that was obviously, to your advantage, young quarterbacks, no crowd noise or whatnot. But I'm wondering, this year you get to go to Kansas City. That's, that stadium is one of my favorites because we shut them up a lot, when I played. But nevertheless, how do you think that will feel in terms of the atmosphere and playing on the road and getting that real sense of what real football would be like again?
Yeah, that's a great point. And that's something about football that we kind of missed last year, that atmosphere of, people are booing against you, rooting against you, but you go in there and you have fun. And, we kind of missed that. But at the same time, it was kind of a nice adjustment period of a rookie quarterback and no noise, nothing to worry about. Just go out there. And a couple times I could actually hear my coach yelling out the route. So I just dump it down and find that guy. But none of that this year for sure.
You got a new center. You had Dan Feeney all season last year. I don't think you missed a snap, maybe one snap. What is that relationship like, and how long does it take to get used to Corey Linsley now snapping the ball and kind of what you guys are going to be doing game in, game out?
Yeah, the center is such an important job, like you said, and the way they have to communicate, the way they have to verbalize with the entire offensive line, they all have to move as one. And Corey's done an incredible job of stepping in, coming in immediately, and he's so smart. He's able to pick it up so quickly and going out there. We're not missing a beat. And he's a special player, and there's a reason that he's one of the best to ever do it. So it's been a lot of fun playing behind him.
Justin, we obviously know what we can expect from a guy like Keenan and Mike Williams, but talk about maybe some of the guys that we don't really know, maybe some of the wide receivers, or even bringing a guy in like Jared Cook at the tight end position. What should we expect from guys like Jared Cook?
Yeah, Jared Cook is a specimen. I've never seen anyone move that well and catch the ball that well. And we had a play in the scrimmage where...
I was just going to ask you. You threw a laser. I cannot believe he got that thing.
A little special seaman. His arms just kept on extending, and somehow he grabbed the ball and brought it in, scored. And the way he moves, we've run some double moves with him. We line him up outside, and just the things he's able to do. And I think a guy like Josh Palmer as well, a rookie guy that picked it up pretty quickly, knows what he's doing, physical, fast, and able to make some pretty nice plays.
You mentioned, let's go back to that, because I'm telling you, people, get to the Chargers social media feeds. It was a rope that you threw, and Cook was able to pluck it out. Are you in the moment that you always hear about quarterback throws a catchable ball? When you're in the middle of it all and you're going through your progressions, do you kind of know what you can put on a ball for the different receivers, or do you just is that asking too much in that moment?
That's a good question. I'd like to get to that point where I know exactly which ball to give which receiver, but at this point I'm just trying to complete the ball. And I'm just thankful that I've got guys like Mike Williams and Keenan and Jared Cook that go up there and can make any catch in the game. So they make my job so much easier.
Your defense is outstanding. I mean, if those guys stay healthy, they're going to be one of the best units in football. So how have you guys challenged each other in practice, and how is that going to make you guys better going into the season?
They've done an incredible job disguising everything. Everything looks the same, and I think that's the toughest part about a defense. And when you get some guys that fly around and are able to disguise and run across the field, I don't think it gets much tougher than that. And then you got guys like Joey Bosa and Kenneth Murray and those guys on the inside. It's a tough defense, but they're competitive and they make us a lot better.
You didn't have him last year. We saw it in the scrimmage. He had an interception. You said, I was sacked. It's not an interception. There seems to be a great back and forth with you and Derwin throughout camp.
Derwin makes us better, and that's my favorite part about him. He's so competitive, and whether it's one-on-ones, whether it's 7-on-7 team periods, he's flying around making plays, and he makes us better. We watch the film, and we say, this is about as good as it gets. This guy is the pinnacle in safeties, and I'm thankful that he's on our team and that I get to go against him because I know he makes me better.
Now, you have a new coach, obviously, in Brandon Staley, who was a former quarterback, but now he coaches defense. How weird is that? And does he ever come over and try to show you how to throw the football?
I think it's great. Having a guy that understands both sides of the ball so well, I think it's so important for a head coaching spot. And he comes in our quarterback meetings all the time and talks about defense, talks about routes, and even made up a couple plays today that we ran. So just having that support and having that guy that knows so much, I think it makes us 10 times better.
Well, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the fans are demanding Justin make his way over to those buckets of balls that he's going to be slinging. Throw some lasers. See what kind of hands they have. Let's separate.
I got to take it easy on him.
He's going to make his way over there. Justin, always great with the fans that come out here at the Jack Hammett Sports Complex and Chargers training camp. Justin, we're looking forward to Saturday. Rams, Chargers here on NFL Network. Looking forward to seeing more of you through training camp. We appreciate you taking a few minutes.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.